It's crafted. Cri cri oh, crafted. I get it.
Shave it up!
Hey YouTube, another quick video review for you. So unfortunately, this one got put on the back burner for a long time and I feel really bad about it because I honestly really like this soap. Let's take a look at it. The soap that I'm reviewing today is by Crafted Grooming Company. Crafted Grooming Company. It is actually well, it's got a very special purpose, let's say that. So Crafted Grooming is started by a young guy named Mike, who is actually a college student in Massachusetts and is also a fellow wet shaver. Shout out to Mike. And he had a great idea and he decided to white label a soap. So what I mean by white label is have an artisan make a soap and sell it under a different label. That's what I call white labeling. So he came up with the idea. If you look at the packaging, and once I tell you the formula of the soap, you can probably figure out who made it, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is this soap is designated as a fundraiser of sorts for veterans who are returning from war and would like to go to barbering school. Is creating a scholarship fund for them to be able to do that. So pretty cool cause. And when I first heard about it, I felt like, you know what, I'm really interested. I've got to get involved. And so I talked to Mike and I said, you know, I think that this is a great idea. And I know that the government has some things in place for vets to be able to get training and whatnot. But, you know, with elections coming up, you never know what's going to happen. And you never know what they're going to get guaranteed. So I thought this was a great idea. That being said, let's get into the review of the soap, because that's what you're here for anyway, right? Right? I mean, come on. Now you can watch me shave with the soap right up here. Okay, I actually just got done with the shave. This is my 4th time using it, I believe. And it is just a great performer. Really, really good. I mean, top class, really. Let's get into it. I grade on 4 things: lather, post-shave feel, scent, and value. So first, lather. On this soap, the ingredients include stearic acid, of course, water, coconut oil, potassium hydroxide, glycerin, macadamia nut oil. Macadamia nut oil. Macadamia. 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 Sorry, it's a fun word to say. Macadamia nut oil, which actually does a great job of preparing your beard and moisturizing your beard before you shave. So it's a great product. And the lather, as you can see in the video, lathers up really, really easily. And it didn't matter what kind of brush I used, whether it was Boar, Badger, synthetic, anything I used, it lathered up great. I gave the lather a 9.3 for slickness, ease of lathering, thickness, protection, glide, all that, 9.3. It really is a fantastic shave. The only reason I knocked it down just a little bit was because by the time I got around to my 3rd pass, it started breaking down just a little bit. Even though I had built up a lot of soap in my brush, I felt like it started to break down just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. And I know not everybody goes for 3 passes, so it didn't bother me that much. It was still very slick, and I still felt like it was a good shave. So I didn't knock it down that much. 9.3 on the lather. Post-shave feel, also very good. I gave it a 9. So the reason why is because I have sensitive skin, I have dry skin, and it did a very good job of leaving my face very well moisturized, very well hydrated, and not feeling like I just got shaved, right? I do feel like I have used some soaps that have performed a little bit better as far as post-shave feel is concerned, so I couldn't give it a 10, but I felt really good giving it a 9. Now, the scent. This is fantastic. The scent, it's a traditional barbershop scent. And when you smell it, you'll recognize that it's a traditional barbershop, but there's a little bit of a twist. I talked to Mike, and what he decided to do with the scent, and he did work on the scent, by the way, is put in a twist of rosemary, lemon, peppermint, juniper, and pine. And so it is not your typical oak moss and that kind of barbershop It smells a little bit citrusy, and I get some of the pine and some of the lemon in there. And it is just a wonderful, wonderful smell. I really, really enjoy using this soap for the scent. It's honestly among my top barbershop scents. I really enjoy it that much. I love shaving with it. So on scent, I give it a 9.5. I have absolutely no complaints about it. And it's right in that sweet spot for scent strength for me. And so I absolutely love it. I hardly ever give anything a 10 on scent though. I feel like it might be just a little bit on the weak side. A little bit. Take it up by 10%, be perfect for me. So I had to knock it down just a little bit. Now value. This 6-ounce tin sells for $17 on their website. $17 for a gunmetal tin that is very full of soap. I mean, I've used it 4 times and so it's gone down a little bit, but very full of soap. And I feel like will last a very good long time. But $17 for 6 ounces comes out to $2.83 an ounce, and that's a little bit high in my book. And so I knocked it down a few pegs. Originally, I was going to give it a 7 for value, but because of its special purpose, because it's intended as a fundraiser, as a source for our veterans who are returning from war, who have gone off and sacrificed so much for us to be able to come back and develop some skills and live a peaceful life, I feel that that deserves higher points. In fact, highest points I've ever given, 11. Special cause, special points. So I give it an 11. That brings us to a total of 38.8 out of 40, which is a 97, which, if I'm not mistaken, might be the highest score I've ever given any soap. So that comes out to an A+. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that this is the best performing soap that I've ever used. It's probably not, but it's right up there with a lot of the best soaps that I've ever used. Really, honestly, I, honest to goodness, love using this soap. It is a joy to use. And because of its special cause, it gets bonus points. So that picked it up a little bit. So I will give it that. So A+ for Crafted Ranger is their original scent here, and that is their traditional barbershop scent. They don't have any other scents available just yet. They are working on that. Now, another element with this fundraiser is that they have an Indiegogo page that's set up right now that is everything that's donated to that Indiegogo campaign is put directly into the scholarship fund for the vets trying to get into barbering school. So if you are interested, I will put a link down in the description below to the Indiegogo campaign. It does end soon, so please act quickly if you are interested in contributing to this cause. Please act quickly and go down to that link. If you are interested in just buying the soap and becoming a supporter of the cause here, please feel free to do that as well. I'll put a link to that down in the description below as well. That is my review of the soap. I hope that any of you who are veterans, who would like to support our veterans, will go out and consider purchasing this soap. It is for a great cause, and I feel like it is money well spent. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, for supporting my hobby, and being such a great audience to work with. It's really been my honor to run this channel for the last just over a year, and I am blown away with the support that I get every day. It is phenomenal, and I love all of you. Thank you so much. Don't forget, if you haven't already, to find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google+, Snapchat, Voicebyte. I think I'm on a couple others out there, but I'll put that all down in the description below as well. Like, favorite, subscribe to my channel down here, and I would love to hear from you down in the comments section if you have any questions or concerns about this soap. I would love to tell you about it and hopefully get you to contribute to this fund. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Be smooth, shave it up, and we'll see you next time.
Shave it up!